Why did Serbia and Montenegro withdraw from 2006 Eurovision? It was one of the interesting moments in recent history. Let's start from the beginning. Eurovision is a song contest organized by national TV stations in Europe. Some non-European countries participated in the past, like Israel and Australia. Each country can send only one song. Participation is not mandatory. Most European countries skipped a year or two. This is usually done because of the high fees. Yugoslavia was a very competitive country. Winning Eurovision was one of the main goals. Yugoslavia participated on Eurovision in 1960 for the first time. Yugoslav authorities decided to choose Yugoslav representative on Eurovizija. Eurovizija translates as Eurovision, and it was Yugoslav song contest. Yugoslavia participated 26 times on Eurovision. Yugoslavia won in 1989 with the song Rock Me by Croat band Riva. The next year's Eurovision host was Zagreb, capital of Croatia. In early 1990s, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Macedonia left Yugoslavia. Serbia and Montenegro were the only two republics remaining in the federation. But they kept the name Yugoslavia until 2003. Due to the wars and sanctions, Yugoslavia was banned from participating on Eurovision. In 2003, Yugoslavia changed the name to Serbia and Montenegro. Instead of saying Serbia and Montenegro, I will refer to the country as the Union. In 2004, the Union was allowed to participate on Eurovision again. People were excited because things were finally getting back to normal. People had positive and fond memories of Eurovision. Eurovision songs often became hits in former Yugoslavia. The Union was similar. Eurovision songs often play on the radio in the public places in Belgrade. Some non-winning Eurovision songs found listeners in the Union. Serbia decided to choose a representative on Beovizija. Beovizija was seen as successor to Eurovizija. The name Beovizija comes from the name of Belgrade. The official name of Belgrade is Beograd. Montenegrins disagreed about Beovizija. Even though Belgrade was both capital of Serbia and the Union, it was agreed that the Union would choose representative for Eurovision on Evropesma Evropjesma instead. Evropesma means European song in Serbian. Evropjesma means European song in Montenegrin. There were 8 judges, 4 from Serbia and 4 from Montenegro. Plus, there was public voting via phones. The public vote served as 9th jury member. The winner would get votes from 8 judges and public votes. Evropesma Evropjesma was organized 3 times. The contest was held in 2004, 2005 and 2006. In 2004, Serb singer Željko Joksimović was undisputed winner. He got maximum number of points for 3 Montenegrin judges, 2 Serbian judges and the public. The festival was hosted in Belgrade with 24 participants. JRT, Yugoslav Radio Television, chose 16 songs. TVCG, TV Montenegro, chose 4 songs. RTS, Radio Television Serbia, chose 4 songs on Beovizija. There were controversies because Serb judges didn't vote for Montenegrin songs. But judges from Serbia and Montenegro agreed that Željko Joksimović had the best song. This means there was no controversy about the actual winner. The Union stood behind Željko Joksimović when he went on Eurovision. His song Lane Moje finished 2nd on Eurovision. Lane Moje means my lamb in English, and it is a term of endearment. The Union was happy with the result. Of course, people were hoping that Željko would win Eurovision. Still, 2nd place was an amazing result. Željko Joksimović had a successful career before Eurovision. After Eurovision, he became even bigger name. Europesma was held in Podgorica, Montenegro in 2005. Since Joksimovic represented the Union in 2004, many believe that Montenegrin representative should be chosen in 2005. There were 23 contestants, 13 from Serbia and 10 from Montenegro. Belgrade group Luna decided to withdraw from the contest. The winner was Montenegrin boy band No Name. There was again controversy about voting. The winning song Zauvijek Moja, English Forever Mine, got maximum points from Montenegrin judges. The song also got decent number of points from Serbian judges. But Serb singer Jelena Tomašević got 0 points from Montenegrin judges. Her song Jutro, English Morning, was hit in Serbia. And her song was composed by Željko Joksimovic. Serbs believed Jelena should have gotten at least some points from Montenegrins. Even with Montenegrin votes, Jelena still wouldn't win. But it would be respectful to give her at least some points. But general public was happy with No Name and their song. No Name won most public votes. No Name won 7th place on Eurovision. The Union finished twice in top 10, which is a great result. Eurovision fans were predicting that the Union would soon win Eurovision. People in the Union were really excited about 2006 Eurovision. Would this be the year we win? The festival was hosted in Belgrade again. But the whole festival was doomed from the beginning. Former Yugoslav president Slobodan Milošević died before his trial was over. The music festival was broadcasted on the second channel due to the news of Milošević's death. In early March 2006, Montenegro started to prepare for the referendum. In May 2006, Montenegro was going to vote about leaving the Union. Since Serbia and Montenegro were the only members, this would also mean the final end of the Union. Some people were extremely passionate about this. My comment was, good divorce is better than bad marriage. If Montenegro wants to leave, let them leave. The winner of Beovizija was the band Flamingosi feat. Luis. Flamingosi were a band formed by Ognjen Amidžić and Marinko Madgalj. Ognjen Amidžić is popular TV show host. Marinko Madgalj was popular actor raised in Montenegro. Marinko died in 2016 from cancer, aged 37. Flamingosi combined Serbian folk, rock and jazz. They were known as comedic music duo. Their songs often had funny lyrics. Luis was folk jazz singer, real name Ljubiša Stojanović. He was known for his unique music style and eccentric appearance. He liked to wear oriental clothing with shaved head and long beard. Luis was known for singing Louis Armstrong songs. Luis died in a car accident in 2011 at the age of 59. Flamingosi and Luis were a perfect combination. Their song Ludi Letnji Ples, English Crazy Summer Dance, was instant hit in Serbia. Serbian public was sure Flamingosi and Luis would go on Eurovision. It was believed that Montenegrin judges would vote for the song since Marinko Madgalj was from Montenegro. And Flamingosi arranged cabaret-style performance. Personally, I liked the song, but I wasn't sure if European public would vote for it. Cabaret songs can be destroyed by language barrier. The song Ludi Letnji Ples went on Europesma as obvious favorite. But Montenegrin judges surprised Serbia yet again. They gave 0 points to Ludi Letnji Ples. They gave maximum points to No Name. Yes, the band No Name was going to represent the Union for the second time in 2 years. No Name was booed off the stage in Belgrade. The audience threw objects like plastic bottles on the stage. No Name was prevented from performing the winning song Moja ljubavi, English My Love. Instead of them, Flamingosi and Luis performed Ludi Letnji Ples that came second. The situation was close to boiling. Serbian press turned against Montenegrins in full force. People in charge decided that the union will not compete on 2006 Eurovision. It was better for everyone to quit before things escalate. Did Eurovision cause the union to fall apart? No, the reasons for separation were much deeper and more serious. I think it was time to leave the union behind. I would compare this to peaceful dissolvement of Czechoslovakia. Czech Republic and Slovakia split in 1993 without big problems. Even though Eurovision had no role in the end of the union, the incident on Europiesma showed us that the union was finished. The media circus lasted for days. Montenegrin National Assembly discussed about the whole incident. Between 11th March and 15th March, the main topics in the country were Milosevic's death and Eurovision. The atmosphere in the country was beyond bizarre. Some were crying over Milosevic's death, and others were angry about Eurovision. Serbian and Montenegrin newspapers were at war. TV shows were dedicated to the failed Europiesma. Even BBC and Sky News reported about this. Serbian judges revoked their votes for No Name. Everyone had opinion and feelings were hurt. On 15th March, it was declared that the union has no representative to send on Eurovision. On 19th March, a group of Serbian musicians protested on Republic Square in Belgrade. Another curious detail is that the Montenegrin referendum was one day after 2006 Eurovision final. This means that the union still existed on the day Eurovision winner was chosen. I also have to say that the union winning Eurovision would have been highly problematic and caused more controversies. Montenegro is a small country without huge venues. Montenegro would have had to either build a venue for Eurovision or to give away hosting to Belgrade. I'm afraid to think what might have happened in such case. Withdrawing from 2006 Eurovision was the smartest possible decision. Things calmed down in record time. Eurovision was one of the many reasons why I'm happy that the union was gone. As independent republic, Serbia can send whoever Serbia wants to Eurovision. As independent country, Montenegro can send whoever Montenegro wants to Eurovision. There is less toxicity in relations. Serbia won Eurovision in 2007 in Marija Šerifovic's song Molitva, English the Prayer. Some malicious voices claimed Serbia only won because of the political situation. Serbia deserved a hypothetical carrot after letting Montenegro go without much fuss. Others said that Eurovision win was compensation for losing Kosovo. Serbian province Kosovo declared independence in 2008. The conspiracy theory says that Serbia had to be distracted with Eurovision to forget about fighting for Kosovo. I think this is pure jealousy speaking. Serbia is the only former Yugoslav republic to win Eurovision after Yugoslavia fell apart. The song Molitva is well regarded by Eurovision fans. How did Montenegro do on Eurovision after the split? They participated 12 times and failed to qualify for the final on 10 occasions. Their best result was 13th place in the final in 2015. But in 2017 they won Barbara Deck's award for the worst dressed Eurovision performer. Though to be fair, Serbia won the same award twice in 2010 and 2013. After going independent, Serbia and Montenegro usually vote for each other's songs. Montenegrin singers often perform in Serbia, and Serbian singers perform in Montenegro. Relations between Serbia and Montenegro are good, but not great. There was dispute over Serbian Orthodox Church and political deals. But that's a whole different story. The idea of Eurovision was to gather European countries in celebrating unity. But in the case of Serbia and Montenegro, it brought even bigger divide.